What is going on, YouTube Nation? This is Darth Dividend. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. I have 5 cheap high-yield dividend stocks that I'm buying this week. I'm going to explain to you why I'm picking them. I'm going to do a brief review on these stocks/companies, and I'm going to go over their dividend history. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. You guys have been amazing. Smash that like button. Let's check these stocks out right now. The first dividend stock I'm going to go over is VTRS. It's sitting at $8.69. This pharmaceutical company is less than $10. Dividend yield is 5.52%. PE ratio 13.89. Average volume 9.89 million. Market cap 10.54 billion US dollars. Its year range is 843 to 1560. Stay range is 843 to 887. And its previous close was 894. So what do I like about these guys? So here are some of the popular products that these guys carry. Lipitor, which is a statin. So people that have a heart attack or get a stroke, they're automatically put on a statin. Also, if your LDL, HDL levels are high, or there's... So here's some of the products that Viatris carries. The Lipitor, which is a statin. So if people automatically get a heart attack or a stroke, they're put on a statin like Lipitor. They're also, if their LDL HDL ratio is off, they're put on Lipitor. Norvasc right here is a calcium channel blocker. It works very well with African Americans with blood pressure. The research has shown that it's done well. Dilantin is used for seizures right here. Lyrica and Neurontin, those are for people that have diabetic neuropathy, or neuropathy. So there's a rise in diabetes. So people are starting to get diabetic neuropathy in their hands and feet. So they're getting these like burning, tingling sensations. So they're given these. And you have to go through a neurologist now. This is actually considered a controlled substance. Nitroglycerin sublingual. People have chest pain. They put nitroglycerin under their tongue. Xanax, that's an anti-anxiety. Viagra, you already know what that is. Creon, these are digestive pills that people take. If they can't digest well, they take these with meals. That's a big one. Geodon, that's also good for geriatrics to calm the nerves, like anti-anxiety type medication, antipsychotic medication. So that's another one. Let's see, Zoloft, that's for Effexor, so people that have, mood issues or issues with their mood. I'm trying to be as basic as possible. So they sell a lot of products that are on the market and in demand. So I'm going to go over their dividend history. So again, these guys are kind of new. So the dividend growth is a little bit slow, but they started distributing dividends in 2021 and they increased by 1 cent. So they're cheap. They're not even $10, and this is a dividend stock that I'm capitalizing on and buying this week. And again, this is not financial advice for entertainment purposes only, disclaimer in the description. But I'm just explaining to you why I like these guys and what products they bring to the table and why they're in demand as a company. Let's jump to the next dividend stock. And I have posted numerous videos on Arbor Realty Trust. This is one of the best mortgage-backed real estate investment trusts. In my previous videos I have posted, their revenue is done phenomenal, and look at how they've done against the S&P in the past 5 years with a 12.08% dividend yield. So I'll go over their dividend growth. I already showed you the revenue and it's increasing every year, but look how they're doing against the S&P in the past 5 years. PE ratio is 7.19, average volume 1.78 million, market cap 2.20 billion US dollars. Year range is 1218 to 2074. Stay range is 1270 to 1328, and its previous close was 1348. So I'm going to make this clear. I finally made a decision with Store Capital with my shares. I'm selling their shares and buying Arbor Realty Trust, and I'm also going to throw another 100 in Arbor Realty Trust this week. So I'm going to go over their dividend history. We'll start in 2018. It was 21 cents. Then it jumped to 25 cents. Then 2018, it jumped to 27 cents. And then you get a little special dividend of 15 cents. And then 2019, you get to 27 cents. And then 28 cents. Then 29 cents. And then 2020, it was 30 cents. Then 2020, it was 31 cents. Then 32 cents. Look at this. 2021, 33 cents. Then 34 cents. And then 35 cents. And then 36 cents. And it jumped up to 39 cents in 2022. So look at this. The payout ratio is 75%. Number of dividend increases in the last 5 years is 17. Annualized dividend growth in 5 years is 14.48%. If you bought one share, you made 156 with a 12.08% dividend yield. My goal is to get to 400 shares of these guys. Same with VTRS. Dividend growth is solid. Revenue is solid. And we'll see how these guys do. Potentially, with this, we're not, again, quote, we're not in a recession, but we'll see how these guys do in the long run. But I like the way these guys are doing with their revenue increasing and these guys standing strong even during the pandemic. Let's jump to the next dividend stock. Next dividend stock is Franklin Resources, the global investment firm, sitting at $23.41 with a dividend yield of 4.96%, PE ratio 6.94, average volume 2.72 million, market cap 11.67 billion US dollars. Year range is 2261 to 3827. Stay range was 2296 to 2355, and its previous close was 2371. So I'll just show you how their revenue and their dividend history is doing and why I'm buying these guys. These guys had a huge rebound since the pandemic. So 2015, it was millions US dollars, 7,948. 2016, 6,618. 2017, 6,392. 2018, 6,204. 2019, 5,669. 2020, 5,566. And then 2021, 8,425. So that's a huge increase in revenue with these guys. So I'll go over their dividend history. We have some nice consistency with this global investment firm. One, it's well known, also known as Franklin Templeton, and its dividend history is phenomenal. Look at this: 2015, 15 cents; 2016, 18 cents; 2017, 20 cents; 2018, 23 cents. You got a special dividend of 323. Then it jumped to 26 cents in 2019. 2020, it jumped to 27 cents. 2021, it jumped to 28 cents. And then 2022, it jumped to 29 cents. So the payout ratio is 28%. Number of dividend increases in the last 5 years is 6. Annualized dividend growth in 5 years is 6.42%. So if you bought one share, you made 116 with a 4.96% dividend yield. I think I should get to 400 shares with these guys. I think that should be my long-term goal, and then let it fly. Let's jump to the next dividend stock. Next stock I'm buying is AFC Gamma, sitting at 652. So they're the leading provider of institutional loans to high-quality cannabis operators nationwide in all aspects of production, cultivation, processing, and distribution. So these are a new kid on the block. So right here, they started off right here at $23 and $25, and they got a little bit of a dip since the economy started taking a little bit of a dip, and they're starting to meet a little bit of a reality check with investors and everything, and they're starting to just get back in touch where their price could probably range at and what people expect. Again, I'm not giving financial advice for entertainment purposes, only disclaimer in the description, but look at the revenue that's jumping up because of these guys. As I'm showing you right here, the revenue is jumping up like crazy. June 2022, revenue 18.31 million, up 125.99%. Net income went up 145.29%, 11.35. Diluted EPS 0.57, it went up 67.65. Net profit margin was 61.99%. It went up 8.54%. So I'm going to go over the dividend history with these guys. Again, these guys are new, and I'm going to consider these guys a risk stock, but I'm going to put money in these guys and see what happens. I'll put my play money in there, 200. I'll try to get to 100 shares, 200 shares, and see what happens. I just like these guys. This one's a big risk. I'm just letting you know because they're a new kid on the block. So 2021, 38 cents, 2022, 50 cents, then 55 cents, then it jumped to 56 cents. So the payout ratio is high. Number of dividend increases in the last 5 years is 4. It's kind of a given right here because they're new. It's 13.56% as a dividend yield, which is high. So you just got to be really careful. Again, these guys are a new kid on the block. So if you bought one share, you made 224 with a 13.56% dividend yield. So this one's risky. It's new. I'm going to take the risk. Let's jump to the final dividend stock. And the final dividend stock I'm going to go over is Jackson Financial. I just did a recent video on these guys. They're sitting at $29.15. Dividend yield 7.55%. PE ratio 0.46, average volume 926.08K, market cap 2.47 billion US dollars. Its year range is 2356 to 4776. Day range is 2849 to 2977. Its previous close was 3033. So I'll go over their dividend history real quick. So again, these guys are a new kid on the block. So 2021, they were 50 cents and they jumped up to 55 cents in 2022. So the payout ratio is 12% according to Zacks. Number of dividend increases in the last 5 years is 1. Annualized dividend growth years, we don't know yet because obviously they're new. And if you bought one share, you made 220 with a 7.55% dividend yield. So I'm going to conclude this video real quick. Some of these are major risks. A lot of these companies have not been challenged against a recession, even though we're not in a recession. But I like the way things are going, and my philosophy is if these guys are in demand, which these guys appear to be, I'm buying them. So like I said in my latest video with my fall stocks, go to the grocery store, see what products that people buy all the time, and companies like Coca-Cola that you see people buying Coke products all the time or Pepsi products. Those are the type of stocks that I like because they're in demand. These companies appear to be in demand and their revenue is backing them up. So if you're new to this YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so no one misses future videos. This is Dark Dividend. You guys have a great Sunday.